think for a moment about the sheer orchestration involved in getting something you ordered online to your doorstep.
It's
It's
immense.
this colossal, intricate network.
Yeah.
And the demands on its speed, efficiency, even environmental responsibility, they just keep rising.
They really do. It's getting incredibly complex.
So what if a new kind of intelligence could step in and, revolutionize this whole process?
Okay.
We're talking about something called agentic AI. So let's dive in.
Right. And what's fascinating here, I think, is the idea of moving beyond just standard automation and logistics.
How so?
Well, instead of systems just following rigid instructions, imagine systems that can actually understand objectives, make independent decisions,
Ah,
and adapt to changing circumstances with minimal human intervention needed. That's really the core promise of agentic AI.
exactly. And to explore this, we've got this really insightful document. It's from the founder and CEO of lowtouch.ai.
Low-touch.ai, right.
Yeah. And that low touch part is key because they're focused on this no-code approach to agentic AI. This document, it really unpacks how these smart agents could transform shipping and logistics.
Yeah, and just to clarify, when we talk about agentic AI, we're essentially referring to intelligent systems. They're powered by these advanced large language models, the really sophisticated AI bits. But the crucial thing is their ability to autonomously tackle complex tasks, tasks that involve multiple steps.
So like a project manager.
Kind of. Think of it like having a highly skilled project manager who can oversee and coordinate many different elements of a project pretty much on their own.
And it's more than just running a single program then. These AI agents have genuine autonomy. They can act independently.
That's the key word, autonomy.
They're focused on achieving specific goals. They can take in information, perceive what's happening,
Environmental perception.
make choices based on that, and importantly, they can learn and adjust as they go.
Which is a significant leap forward from, traditional AI that might only handle one narrow task or rely on very strict pre-programmed rules.
Well, no adaptability there.
Exactly. So if we connect this to the realities of shipping and logistics, well, the potential becomes immediately clear.
Because it's an industry often characterized by, disconnected systems, lots of manual work.
Precisely. Fragmented processes. Agentic AI offers the potential to weave these pieces together into much smoother, more automated workflows.
Absolutely. And think about the persistent challenges, those unexpected supply chain disruptions we always hear about.
Ugh, yeah, constant problem.
The ever-increasing cost of running operations, and the constant demand from us, the customers, for immediate updates and transparency.
We all want to know where our stuff is right now.
Exactly. So the exciting prospect here is that agentic AI could directly address these pain points.
And the emphasis on no-code platforms, like the one from lowtouch.ai, is really interesting too.
Why is that?
It suggests that implementing these powerful AI tools might not require a huge team of specialized programmers.
Accessibility.
Right. And they could integrate with existing company systems, ERPs, CRMs, while maintaining data security and meeting regulatory requirements. That's crucial.
Definitely. Which leads to the question, where specifically in this complex world of shipping and logistics can agentic AI have the biggest impact?
Well, our source document highlights several key challenges. It's probably worth outlining those before we delve into the solutions.
Agreed. Lay them out for us.
Okay, so according to the document, we're facing some pretty significant hurdles. First, just the sheer complexity of global supply chains.
Massive network.
Huge. Then the fact that many processes are still surprisingly manual leads to inefficiencies, errors.
You'd think we'd be past that by now.
You would, but often not. Then there's the unpredictable nature of demand, really difficult to forecast accurately.
Yeah, demand volatility.
And of course, our own expectations as consumers for instant info and fast service.
So demanding.
We are. Then regulatory compliance, a huge headache with all the different international rules.
Customs, taxes, safety.
Exactly. And finally, the problem of data silos. Information locked away in different systems, hard to get a complete picture.
Okay, that's a substantial list. But it seems agentic AI is positioned to tackle these head-on.
That's the argument. Now let's move into the really compelling part. How is agentic AI actually being used to address these challenges?
Okay, let's get specific. The first area mentioned is autonomous workflow automation.
Right.
This sounds like taking those routine manual tasks and letting AI handle them from beginning to end.
Precisely. Consider processing a new order. Traditionally, that might involve someone manually checking details, confirming stock in another system, then coordinating with a shipper.
Lots of steps, lots of potential delays.
Exactly. Often through more manual communication, an agentic AI system can manage all these steps independently.
The document gives some good illustrations here, like for order processing. It says AI agents can verify the order, check inventory, coordinate with carriers.
End to end.
And they suggest this could slash processing times by up to 60%.
Which is a massive efficiency gain, yeah.
Then there's customs documentation. Anyone who's shipped internationally knows what a pain that is.
Oh, yeah. Nightmare fuel sometimes.
So having an AI agent that can understand complex regulations, generate the paperwork, flag potential issues, that sounds huge for international trade.
Absolutely huge. And even something seemingly simple like invoice reconciliation, just matching invoices with orders and shipping records.
Tedious, but important.
Very. Automating that prevents discrepancies and payment delays.
And what's interesting here is how these no-code platforms, like lowtouch.ai, are making this level of automation more accessible.
Right. You don't necessarily need to be a deep coding expert to implement these automated workflows.
Which lowers the barrier to entry.
Exactly. And the ability to integrate with existing ERP systems, think SAP, Oracle, or even industry platforms like Maersk's TradeLens, that's crucial for practical, real-world applications.
So it leverages what companies already have.
Yes, it means they can build on their current infrastructure.
Right. Not starting from scratch.
Yeah.
The document also mentions some underlying tech, React and Kodak architectures. Can you break those down?
Sure. Essentially, these architectures empower the AI agent to not just process info, but to think through the problem and then take appropriate action.
So it's reasoning and acting.
Exactly. It's not just passively receiving data, it's actively reasoning about the steps needed to achieve its goal. Then it uses either predefined tools or even dynamically generated code to execute those steps.
Dynamically generated code. Wow.
Yeah, think of React as reasoning, then acting with existing tools. Kodak allows the agent to actually write and execute small pieces of code itself to handle more novel or unexpected situations.
That adaptability must be key for logistics, given how unpredictable it can be.
It's absolutely critical. Things change constantly.
Okay, that clarifies things.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next big area, supply chain optimization. This feels like it could have a really widespread impact.
Absolutely. The key here is boosting both visibility across the entire supply chain and its resilience to disruptions.
Getting that bird's eye view.
And making it stronger. Agentic AI can analyze vast amounts of data to not only understand the current situation, but also to predict potential problems and proactively optimize operations.
The examples here are really compelling. Demand forecasting is one. Using AI to analyze past sales, trends, external factors like weather, geopolitics, getting a much more accurate prediction of future demand.
Which helps businesses optimize inventory, avoid costly stockouts or holding too much excess stock.
Makes sense. Then there's road optimization.
Yeah.
More than just the shortest distance route.
Oh, yeah. It involves considering real-time traffic, fuel costs, even port schedules to find the truly efficient routes.
Saving money and potentially cutting emissions.
Exactly. And the last point under optimization is risk management. In today's volatile world, this sounds vital. Using AI to monitor data, news, supplier performance, identifying potential disruptions like, say, a port strike, and then suggesting ways to minimize the impact, like rerouting shipments proactively.
That's powerful. Being proactive instead of reactive.
Precisely. And again, the document highlights specific tech within the lowtouch.ai platform, enabling this, like their vector database and model context protocol, MCP.
What do those do?
They basically allow the AI agents to work better with less structured information, think emails, shipping docs, and to maintain context across longer, more complex tasks, understanding the whole conversation, not just the last sentence.
Got it. And they mentioned data security too, GDPR, SOC 2.
Yeah, and that emphasis is critical. You're dealing with sensitive business data. Security and compliance are non-negotiable.
Definitely. You can't discuss data without considering security.
Yeah.
Okay, next area. Enhanced customer experiences. Given our expectations for instant updates, this seems crucial.
It absolutely is. Agentic AI can provide that personalized, responsive service customers increasingly demand.
Like real-time tracking. Instead of me constantly hitting refresh on a tracking page or calling support?
Right. AI agents can proactively provide live updates via chatbots or apps that could significantly cut down customer service inquiries.
I can see that. Then there's personalized services using AI to understand my past behavior, my preferences.
Yeah, maybe offering tailored recommendations,
Yeah,
like suggesting expedited shipping if you've used it before, or highlighting eco-friendly options if that's important to you.
that's smart. And finally, proactive communication. This sounds like a big step for customer satisfaction.
Huge. If there's a delay, the AI agent notifies the customer with potential solutions before they even have to ask.
Imagine getting an alert about a slight delay and a proposed new delivery window. That builds trust.
Definitely builds trust, reduces frustration, and the integration capabilities are key here again.
Connecting to existing systems.
Yeah, platforms like lowtouch.ai offer a conversational UI and OpenAI API compatibility. This lets agents connect seamlessly with customer service platforms like Salesforce or Zendesk.
Potentially cutting resolution time significantly.
Exactly, maybe by 30%, the document suggests.
Okay, moving on. The document discusses cognitive freight management. Sounds like making interactions between shippers, carriers, brokers smoother.
That's the idea. Moving freight involves tons of coordination between those players. Agentic AI can act as an intelligent intermediary to make it all more efficient.
How so? Give me an example.
Okay, carrier selection. An AI agent could evaluate tons of factors, past performance, pricing, current availability to find the best carrier for a specific shipment.
Way better than someone manually calling around or digging through spreadsheets.
Much more efficient, yes, than dynamic pricing. AI agents could automatically adjust freight rates based on real-time market conditions, fuel costs.
Leading to more competitive and, well, accurate pricing.
Right, and even contract management. Having AI understand complex agreements, flag non-compliance issues, maybe even automate renewals.
That could save significant time and prevent costly errors.
For sure. And the document emphasizes secure access here too, needing single sign-on OAuth 2 support to securely talk to freight systems like Freightos or C.H. Robinson's Navisphere.
Right, security is paramount. Now, this next one sounds particularly intriguing. Self-healing logistics infrastructure. Using AI to maintain the underlying IT.
Precisely. Modern logistics relies so heavily on complex IT. Any downtime is hugely costly.
So AI can help prevent that.
It can help proactively identify and resolve issues before they cause major disruptions.
Like with anomaly detection. AI monitoring data from warehouse or transport systems.
Yeah, spotting unusual activity, a slow server, a failing data integration.
And then, does it just flag it?
It can go further with automated remediation. The AI can actually take steps to fix problems automatically, restarting a service, rerouting data, often without needing a human to step in.
Wow, okay. And predictive maintenance. Using sensors on trucks and things.
Exactly. Analyzing sensor data to predict when equipment might need maintenance, allows proactive scheduling, minimizes unexpected breakdowns.
Incredibly valuable for preventing delays and keeping costs down.
Absolutely. And again, the document mentions observability tools, OpenSearch, Prometheus offered by platforms like lowtouch.ai. They give transparency into how the agents are working and the health of the systems.
And the option for on-premises deployment for security-conscious companies.
Right, keeping sensitive operational data in-house if needed.
Okay, finally, sustainability and compliance. Huge topics right now.
Critical areas, yes. And agentic AI can play a vital role here.
Wow. Like with carbon footprint tracking.
Yeah, AI agents calculating emissions for different shipping options, recommending lower carbon alternatives.
That's becoming increasingly important.
Definitely. Then there's compliance automation, AI helping ensure adherence to all those trade laws, tax regs, safety standards, even generating reports.
Taking some of the bureaucratic load off.
A lot of it, potentially.
Hmm.
And the idea of green routing, having AI prioritize more eco-friendly routes and transport modes, directly supports sustainability goals.
Makes sense. And the document mentions the privacy-first design of platforms like lowtouch.ai here.
Yes, ensuring sensitive compliance data is handled securely. Plus, the no-code interface makes it easier for non-technical teams to set up these sustainability workflows.
Like a logistics manager configuring an agent to flag non-compliant shipments?
Exactly, that kind of practical application.
So it really sounds like agentic AI could touch almost every part of shipping and logistics. Now, this document is from lowtouch.ai, so naturally it highlights their platform. Can you quickly summarize what they see as their main advantages?
Sure. Their key differentiators really focus on making agentic AI practical and accessible.
Like the no-code simplicity.
That's a big one. Letting logistics pros deploy AI agents without needing deep coding skills. which leads to rapid deployment, getting solutions running faster.
Faster time to value.
Exactly. They also stress enterprise-grade security with options to run agents within a company's own infrastructure.
Important for trust.
Crucial. Then seamless integration with existing systems, ERPs, CRMs, industry platforms, preventing data silos.
So it plays nice with others.
Right. The platform also offers adaptive intelligence, meaning agents learn and improve, helped by their vector database for understanding unstructured data.
Learning on the job.
In a sense, yes. And finally, scalability. Start small, expand as needed. The React Code Act architectures and observability tools we mentioned support this.
Okay, to make this more concrete, the document gives some hypothetical but realistic case studies. Let's look at those.
Yeah, these really help illustrate the tangible benefits.
First, a global freight forwarder automating customs docks across 50 countries. The results cited: 55% faster processing, 80% fewer compliance penalties.
That's a massive impact. Customs complexity is a huge pain point for forwarders. Automation there frees up resources and cuts risks significantly.
Huge savings, yeah.
Yeah.
Second, e-commerce logistics. Integrating with warehouse systems, customer portal, AI agents handling real-time tracking updates. They mention handling 10,000 daily inquiries, improving customer satisfaction by 35%, cutting support costs by 40%.
That really shows the power of AI for handling high-volume customer interactions efficiently. Better experience, lower costs, win-win.
Absolutely, especially in e-commerce where experience is everything. Finally, a third-party logistics 3PL provider optimizing carrier selection and route planning.
Okay.
They achieve 20% savings on transport costs and cut emissions by 15%.
Again, hitting both financial performance and sustainability goals. A clear demonstration of optimization benefits.
These examples, even if hypothetical based on capabilities, they really paint a picture of the potential transformation.
They provide compelling illustrations, absolutely.
So for a company listening to this, thinking about implementing agentic AI, maybe using a platform like lowtouch.ai, what are the key steps? The document mentions best practices.
Yeah, a structured approach is essential. First step, identify the best use cases.
Where will it make the biggest difference?
Exactly. Target workflows that are very manual, error-prone, or need lots of adaptability. Places where AI's intelligence offers a real advantage over simpler automation.
Makes sense. Don't use a sledgehammer to crack a nut. What's next?
Then you need to define the tools and integrations. What systems does the AI agent need to talk to?
What data does it need? What actions can it take?
Precisely. Connecting the AI platform to your existing tech stack databases, CRMs, TMS, whatever. Giving it access.
Okay, so giving the AI the eyes and hands it needs within your digital environment. How about telling it what to do?
That's configuring instructions, clearly defining the process steps, often incorporating your existing standard operating procedures, regulations.
Building into business logic.
Right. And crucially, anticipating exceptions. How should the agent handle unusual situations? When should it escalate to a human?
Planning for the unexpected. And how do you ensure it operates safely within bounds?
That's where setting up guardrails comes in. Implementing checks and balances.
Like what?
Things like relevance classifiers to keep it focused, filters to protect sensitive data like PII, safeguards against unintended actions, and requiring human approval for high-risk steps.
An essential safety net. And how should companies roll this out? Big bang or gradually?
The advice is generally to start small and scale strategically. Pilot project first, prove the value, build confidence, then expand.
Learn and iterate.
Exactly. Modular platforms support that well.
And finally, it's not set and forget, right?
Definitely not. Monitoring and optimization are ongoing. Track performance, identify bottlenecks, refine workflows. Human in-the-loop intervention is valuable for handling new exceptions and improving the agent over time.
Continuous improvement.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead, what's the future hold for agentic AI in logistics? Any emerging trends?
The evolution could be quite significant. One big trend is multi-agent collaboration.
Teams of AI agents working together.
Yeah, specialized agents collaborating seamlessly on complex processes. One handles routing, another customs, a third customer updates, all coordinating.
Towards a truly interconnected, intelligent logistics network. What else?
An increasing focus on sustainability. AI playing a key role in hitting net zero targets, optimizing for fuel, tracking environmental impact in real time.
Makes sense.
We'll likely see greater hyper-personalization, too. AI using customer data for highly tailored, flexible delivery options.
Bespoke logistics.
Kind of. And integration with autonomous fleets, self-driving trucks, delivery drones. That's another exciting area that's getting closer.
It sounds like low-touch.ai positions itself to be part of these future trends.
That's the indication, yes. They're focused on no-code, privacy-first, flexible deployment, adaptive intelligence. It positions them well for these emerging needs.
So to wrap this up, it seems agentic AI isn't just a far-off idea for shipping and logistics anymore. It's becoming a strategic necessity.
That feels absolutely right. For efficiency, resilience, sustainability,
Yeah.
it's becoming crucial.
And platforms like lowtouch.ai are making this powerful tech more accessible.
They're democratizing it, yes,
Yeah.
making AI-driven automation more achievable for a wider range of businesses in the sector.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about a future where these autonomous intelligence systems are working seamlessly behind the scenes across the entire global trade network.
Yeah.
What are the broader implications? For the efficiency of global commerce, the resilience of supply chains against shocks, the environmental footprint of moving goods. It's a pretty profound shift to consider. AI agents collaborating intelligently everywhere.